Oh, I'm a writer, I'm not a public speaker,
The
so
red is
I
going,
wrote it all
right?
down.
The red is yes. The red
I'll
is yes,
stick
right?
this here. This is my before.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody here, I'll hold it. Ooh, I'm breaking the joint. I'm holding it up here.
I wish I had that. Do you have that?
I have that.
The before. Okay. This was a year ago, this picture. Okay. All right, so I'll stick that there. Okay. When Randy first asked me to get up here and tell my story, my knee-jerk reaction was to say no. Not only because of my crippling phobia of public speaking, but also because I thought I didn't deserve to be called a success story yet. Probably because I've only been in my free seat for about 4 hours.
Today was gold day.
That was gold day. Today was a good day. But one of the lessons I've learned while I've been here is that it's really important to celebrate every single victory, because a lot of us have the tendency to downplay our achievements or believe that we're not worthy of the compliments or the recognition. So in an effort to try and get over my chronic case of the I'm not worthies, I said I would do it. So here it goes. Okay. I first joined Weight Watchers back in May of 2007. The weight I was trying to lose can't technically be called baby weight, because my baby was in preschool already. Took me about 9 months to reach goal. You know, I went to meetings fairly steadily during that time, but I wasn't real happy about it, because back before I found this group, meetings used to feel like punishment for being fluffy. I'll use fluffy. I won't use the other F word. So when I reached goal, I felt like I was being sprung from prison. It was, I didn't even think I made it back to my car before the rationalizations kicked in. It was, I can do it on my own now, and I know how to work the program, and I don't need to go to meetings every week. Got it all under control. Famous last words. Needless to say, I didn't hold on to my lifetime member seat for very long. In just a couple short months, the weight I started to come back on, slow at first, but the more distance I put between myself and Weight Watchers, the faster the numbers on the scale started to climb. I was too ashamed to go back, so I stopped going to meetings altogether, and within just a couple of years I gained back all of the 35 pounds that I had lost. Fast forward to March of 2012, almost a year ago, when this picture was taken. I'll be setting fire to this after the party. We can all stand around and have a bonfire burning. This is what my rock bottom looked like, and it's wearing a plastic smile and a pair of pajama pants to a birthday party. The only thing missing in this picture is the pile of cupcakes I dove into after everybody was gone. It was my daughter's 13th birthday, my daughter Megan over here, and we had family over to the house to celebrate, even though I didn't feel much like celebrating. I'm wearing my pajamas because none of my other pants fit anymore. Buttons and zippers kind of became the enemy, and rather than fighting the enemy, I surrendered to them. I spent another 3 zipperless months after this picture was taken before I finally decided that enough was enough. And it took a couple months to shake my feelings of shame and regret about gaining back all the weight I had lost. I didn't trust myself to be successful because I was still allowing my past to dictate my future. And no matter how much weight I lost in the first few months, there was always a little voice in the back of my head that said, it won't last. Remember last time? I didn't think I had the perseverance to get past all the little bumps in the road, much less actually make it to goal again. But after about 4 months of going to weekly meetings, founding this group, I felt something shift inside. This weight loss journey felt different than my last one, because I had finally come to grips with this being a forever thing. At first, the idea of forever scared the hell out of me because I didn't think I could fight my junk food addiction or my couch potato tendencies for that long without the weight coming back on. I felt like my success depended on this being all or nothing. I was either on program or I was off. But then Randy taught us that success isn't about black and white. It's all about living happily in the gray. And you can eat a piece of cake or go out for margaritas with your girlfriends, and the entire world isn't going to end. Once I learned that, forever stopped being a bad thing, and it started feeling a lot like a gift. A gift that allows me time to make mistakes and also the time to learn from them. Randy, I want to thank you for teaching me that, and a dozen other lessons that, where's the tissues? Behind you! A dozen other lessons that, when added together, helped bring me to this point. I said I wasn't going to get old.
Yeah, you would say that too. Right now.
Take the photo now.
But Randy, you've become the inspirational voice in my head, and you've nearly drowned out the pessimist that was living in there, telling that girl that she'd never make it here. But if I could give the girl in that picture some advice, I would tell her to stop being so hard on herself all the time and tell her that she's a lot stronger than she gives herself credit for. And I'd also remind her that you don't need to be perfect to be a success story.
To get them going around. That was awesome. So, do we want to ask questions?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Questions?
Any questions? Nobody?
How much weight did you actually lose?
I lost 30 pounds since June. Yeah, 30.
What's your next steps?
My next steps, I make a promise to everybody in my 945 group, I make a promise to you and myself that my butt will stay in this seat every week, regardless of what the scale says. And I'm going to live by the thing that you've been saying to us from day one, that you don't run away from the place that you initially ran to for support. I will stay here every week because I love it. It's not a chore anymore. I have fun here, and the people are great, and why wouldn't I want to come here? So that is the predominant thing. And honestly, after that, we're doing the breast cancer walk in June, the 35-mile walk, so we'll be doing that. And looking forward to that.
You're walking with us?
That's right. I wasn't gonna at first, but I think it's an amazing thing because I'm actually turning 40 this July, so you know, the month prior, it'll actually be it'll be a great way to bring in the new decade. So
Great.
yeah. A free seat when you reach goal, whatever goal weight you decide between your leader and yourself. Once you hit that number, you hold on to it for 6 weeks. Then you get a free membership. Essentially, you don't have to pay to sit here anymore. So it's a beautiful thing as long as you stay within 2 pounds of that number. And today I blew past it, so it was felt good.
Anything else?
Anybody? No?
Catherine, are you ready?
All right.
Nice job, Mom.
Are you okay?
Great job.
Great
The
job.
waterworks.